Okay, you've trained at the academy, at whatever wrestling school you've attended. Now you're ready to look for bookings. I've got some thoughts. Okay, you're all trained up, ready to start taking bookings. I have some thoughts as to how you're gonna get your best possible ROI, or return on your investment. Recently, a student asked me, Coach, can I get the numbers and email addresses for some of the promoters? I'd like to reach out to them. And my advice is, do that. I'm just gonna say for me personally, I received, to the best of my knowledge, I've gotten one booking in my entire 26-year career from sending a tape. We used to send tapes back in the day. Now you just send a link. But that happened to be the most consequential booking that I've ever gotten too, because it was a tape that I had sent to the WWF. And when Kevin Kelly reached out to me, called me back, said, hey, I got your tape, I liked it. And that opened the door to start doing extra work. However, I won't say that you shouldn't do it. It's just that I think the best thing that you can possibly do is get in the car and make the town. Find somebody that's booked on the show, that has some room in their car, and ask them, say, hey, I see that you're booked in Green Bay, Wisconsin on such and such a date. Do you have any room in your car? Can I tag along? Then reach out to that promoter, drop them a little link with a match. Please make sure that it's a 5 to 6 minute match. If you are sending a tape and you have no experience, so you're just sending a camp match, then edit out all the stuff before the actual match. Same thing is if you've had a few matches under your belt and you're sending something from an actual show, cut out the entrances. Nobody wants to watch you walk through a curtain and come to the ring unless your entrance is very unique and you do something very particular, kind of like my gimmick. I would say cut it all out, bell to bell. As soon as the bell rings, let them get your, if it's a victory or a loss, whatever, and there's a moment, give it a little bit of a breather and then cut it and then send it. Send that. Send a promo if you have it, heel, face, again, quick. No 3-minute, 4-minute war and peace type promos. Make it quick, make it simple. Cut a heel promo, cut a babyface promo, and leave it at that. Also, in that email, make sure that it's professional. You are applying for a job. Treat it like any other job interview. So make it as easy for the promoter as possible. Have a promo pick or two that get a professional to take some shots of you, or at the very least get somebody that you can get a decent backdrop and you have a decent phone, like I have a Samsung, or people use iPhones. You can take some great pictures with those. Just doctor it up and make sure that it looks professional. It doesn't look like you just jumped in front of a wall and took a quick shot. So have a match, have a promo or two, have your promo shots, and then a quick little look. You don't have to have a wrestling resume talking about everything that you've ever done in the business, but just give your shoot name, your work name, your height, your weight, billing, hometown, who trained you, how long you've been training, how much experience you have, how many matches you've had. Be honest, right? Back in my day, when I started in the business, they would always say, fudge the numbers. So if you've only had 1 year under your belt, you'd say that you had 3 years under.
Well, let me tell you something,
just
brother.
Be honest. Nobody expects you to be perfect. Everybody has to start somewhere. So just Like I said, be honest. Here's the thing. Get in the car. Drive to the town. Have your gear with you. Always, always, always pack your gear. And it's not a bad idea to buy a ref shirt and pack that in with your gear too. I know tons and tons of my students have started out wanting to wrestle, but having a referee shirt with them and being willing to jump in the ring and do whatever it takes to kick that door open or to just nudge that door open a little bit. And I have one student who started reffing on a bunch of different shows for several months, and then somebody, this inevitably always happens, somebody doesn't show up, somebody's car breaks down. Hey, do you have your wrestling gear with you? Yes, I absolutely do. Can you work a? Yes, I can. Whether that's heel or babyface. Can you cut a promo? Yes, I can. Have a back pocket promo ready to go. And just be ready. When you get to the building, don't bring your gear in with you. If you're not booked on the show, don't bring your gear with you. Just leave it in the car, walk in with the boys. When it's time, introduce yourself to the promoter, introduce yourself to everybody, shake everybody's hand, and then just say, hey, I'm such and such. I'm here with these guys. If there is any openings, if you have any openings today, I'd love to be a part of the show. I'd love to contribute. And I have a referee shirt if you need a ref. But I do have my gear and I'm ready to go. I can be a heel, I can be a baby face, I can cut a promo, whatever you need from me. And leave it at that. And then also make sure that you offer your services. So, hey, I'll help. And don't say, I would suggest that you don't say, I'm available if you need me to help out with ring crew or setting up chairs or anything like that. Just say, where can I jump in? What do you need help setting up? Right? Be helpful. Be as helpful as possible. And even if that promoter doesn't use you on that show, being consistent like that will eventually net you an opportunity to perform. Now, if you've been doing this for well over a year, 2 years, and you're not getting anywhere, maybe it's time to revisit. Maybe it's time to start looking at either what you are doing and, maybe you need to spend more time in the gym. Maybe you need to spend more time training, working on your look, whatever it is, your communication skills. I don't know, but it shouldn't take you that long to start getting bookings, is what I'm saying. If you happen to travel with a loved one, like a spouse or a girlfriend or whatever, make sure that, again, this is professional. You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't normally bring your significant other to any other job interview in the world, right? But I get it. This is a different sort of business. A lot of times you're far, far away. The travel is, you're traveling 6, 7, 8, 15 hours sometimes. It's good to have somebody with you that supports you. If that's the case, make sure that that person is either completely ready to take care of themselves all day. You shouldn't be at no point should anybody look over and see you canoodling with your significant other, sitting next to each other, petting each other, whatever, hugging and kissing on each other. Like, you are, just be professional. It's not a bad idea too. I have one of my students' wives regularly attends shows. She is the most hands-on, useful person. Every promoter, it's almost like a package deal. Like, if this person gets booked, the promoters, your wife is coming too, right? Because that person is so helpful with setting up chairs, selling tickets, popping popcorn, anything, grabbing a sidewall, tightening ropes, doing whatever. So, something to think about. Look presentable, okay? You don't have to wear a suit and tie, although you look at Cody Rhodes, the way that Cody dressed that way for a very specific reason. He left WWE on his own accord, and he started taking bookings all around the world, and he dressed a certain way. It wasn't a three-piece suit and tie, but it was very, very presentable. It looked professional. Don't wear raggedy t-shirts and shorts. Don't be a dick, right? Don't be a dick. Rule number 2, don't be a dick. Don't take free shit. There's gonna be a pallet of waters backstage, potentially. There might be food. Hands off. Don't touch it. Unless somebody specifically says, and that person needs to be higher up, or one of the wrestlers that says, you can take that if you want here, or just don't touch it. Just be prepared to have your own waters, drinks, food on hand. Yeah, don't be one of the Shane twins in the WWE locker room taking one of Booker T's Red Bulls. Where's my freaking Red Bull? Just use common sense, be safe, have fun. If you found this useful, please let me know. Let us know in the comments section. If you got any other questions, please hit me up. If you'd like to see content like this in the future, or there's something more specific you'd like to hear from my chair-shotted brain, please let me know. So, like, share, drop an elbow on that subscribe button, yell it from the mountaintops. Thanks for watching.